I've got with me a very um, enticing individual because I've known him in his projects and I've known him when he was with the Crash Test Dummies. We have the son of Dave, but he is commonly known as Benjamin Darville. And I understand that when you decided to develop your alter ego, you moved from Manitoba to London, right?
Develop my alter ego.
Yeah, son of Dave.
I don't know. Let's imagine you're talking to Sting, and you say to him, "Okay, Mr. Sting. Before that, you were named. Oh, I don't know what was his real name, Reginald Johnson or something."
Uh-huh.
And you say, at one point, you'd decided, Sting, to develop your alter ego, and you moved from so and so into London. You wouldn't do that. Nor would you do it with Bono, nor would you do it with Madonna, or any other people that have their artist name. But with Son of Dave, it's fine, is it? I didn't give you permission to pry into my private life.
I understand that you went to London, you were there for a few years, and then, if I understand correctly, you moved back to Manitoba. Is that correct?
I went to London in my late 20s, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was already making recordings here in my mid-20s with the name Son of Dave while I was playing in that other band. I lived in London for 26 years, I think.
Yeah.
And came back here about 4 years ago. So I spent most of my adult life in England.
Okay.
And of course the whole time after the first 3 years of being there and working with the other band, that sort of finished itself off pretty in a tidy way. And then I went into doing my own thing and started working as a one-man show and releasing records. I guess it's 11 records or 12 records up to now.
Well, it's 12 with the last one, which is the EP that I was trying to reach out for.
An EP, does that count as a record or half a record?
It depends. If it's a treasured nugget, that much I do know, so I don't particularly care how many tracks there are.
Get your treasure nuggets. Get your treasure nuggets.
So, can I call you? Do I use Son of Dave or do I just go Junior?
I think that's a fair question. I did make it very difficult for anybody to address me. You can call me Benjamin.
Benjamin, okay. So Benjamin, when did you record this particular EP? When did you start the project to actually put it in recording, mastering, and releasing?
Yeah, that's a good idea. One of the songs I wrote when I was like a kid almost, and it was always kicking around. Whenever I'd play mandolin, there are a few songs and riffs that I would play. But I think it was 2 summers ago. I was down with various ailments that come to you in these middle-aged years.
Yeah.
So I was not mobile. I was, in fact, I have to play lying down half the time. But yeah, I just decided, okay, I pick up the mandolin. It's summer. I'm going to enjoy some time. Not able to get about so well, so I just start playing that, and then I had a bunch of songs, but I decided on 4, and I thought I would record it with some local players whom I love, a local bluegrass band.
Oh, nice.
Called the Stanley County Cut-Ups. They're real nice. They're not the type of bluegrass people who iron their underwear. They're not extremely tight and precise and vintage, or they're a natural group of people just with warmth and talent, and they've got great chops. So I thought we started to play the songs live as a group, and then they got busy. so I said, okay, I'll record it all one instrument at a time. And I don't think you can tell it was recorded like that, but
No,
it's layered up.
no, because
Yeah,
it plays without any ill feelings. I've listened to recordings from multiple talents across the world in blues and jazz and bluegrass, and sometimes you can tell because there's not that warmth that you get, that nice feeling that you
yeah,
should be getting. But this album
yeah.
is actually all good feelings all around.
It is good players and songs, and I guess I've had enough years and decades to sort of know what I'm doing when I make a recording, so that it sounds natural, and I keep little mistakes, but get rid of the bad ones.
But what did you choose? Just an EP? Is it just because you didn't have a lot more songs or prepared that you were willing to give birth to?
Really, it's I think this was just I don't know. I don't know why. I could have kept writing songs and written more songs for it, and there are a few in the past that I could have dug up as well. I'm sure I have enough for a bluegrass album, but I thought it's just a nice special little project.
It is.
I love the 7-inch format as well. I'm crazy for it.
And if
I
I
have my,
if
so I DJ
oh,
usually.
so the album, folks, if you've never seen the album, it's a great background with a green circle with Son of Dave either playing cricket or running towards someone with a mandolin in one hand, exactly like that.
Yeah, and on the back,
It's a golf ball.
I'm chasing some bug.
Okay.
Smash the bug with my mandolin, and the golf ball's kind of like a moon, or it's a golf ball. I think that's a little reference to Rotten Donny.
What? Yeah, the songs themselves. Since we have this, Rotten Donny is in reference to. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's him.
Okay, it's him. Okay.
Yeah,
And the hymn that
tyrant.
we're talking about, folks, is the
Yeah,
U.S.
the
president
bug,
currently.
the enormous bug that we want to squish. We can't. Very
No.
powerful, very wealthy.
So you wrote Rotten Donny. You put in I Feel No Pain.
Yeah.
Got to get my shit back home, and Be
Yeah.
My Angel.
Yeah.
Can you give us the story behind these songs, if you will? I know Rotten Donny we've already covered, but
Rotten Donny, political satire. I mean, the music, the melody was with me before the words are the theme of it, right? So it was quite a sort of a Wild West
oh yeah,
thing. It's a bit different than the others, but it just had this vibe, and I tried to put all kinds of lyrics to it, and they kept coming out really serious, like I don't know, it was just a bit too serious, whatever I chose to put it in. And then I don't know how I stumbled upon the political satire. Once you hear his name, you're gonna regret. And I just was like, what name? Who is it? Who are we talking about? Rotten Donny. And it just jumped in and went, oh, that's it.
okay.
And then it became satire and funny. And I thought, well, do I really want to waste such a fun melody on him? But I did. I've got more fun melodies.
Yeah, but it's a fun melody. It is.
And then, so it's a political satire, not too serious, although the subject itself is very serious. And then the other songs I stayed more true to what I like, because I don't want to be political satirist for a living.
Yeah. So the you put down "I feel no pain." Would that be in relevance to your particular health at the time?
That's it's a good question. I have other songs that I've written for the more Son of Dave blues tip
Uh-huh.
that I'm usually on, that are more about my recent health issues. But I Feel No Pain was actually that was written when I was very young. It's just to do with, it's a simple drinking to get over a heartbreak song.
Ah, okay.
So I feel no pain now, I have my wine. So everything you said is fine. I feel fine, in the moment, because I've had, a skin full of red wine. But actually, I'm hurting. It's a simple breakup and drinking song.
Well, this is nice because you've got, I mean, minus the 12 albums that you have under the Son of Dave, like you mentioned, you had a whirlwind career that actually spanned years. The fun thing about it is that I've been following you for all these years, including the first album with the other band, which I remember how energetic you were when you were on scene and playing and having fun. I mean, it's and then I went, wait a minute, he's changed to Son of Dave, and I started Googling and going down the rabbit hole, and I said, oh my God, it's the man that I actually enjoyed seeing and listening to for so long. And then I started listening to all your recordings under Son of Dave, and he went blues. Oh my, I am perplexed. I am enjoyed. So,
As a harmonica player, that's what I was doing first. Really, I was always, that was my favorite stuff to dig into as a teenager.
But then you sent me in a tizzy when it came out country, and I'm going, okay, Ray Charles did the same thing. He decided to go country for a while, and then he developed his own stylings, and then he went off and became Ray Charles as all we know him. But
I can't become Ray Charles. I wish.
I think you've got your own crown for your own capabilities, Benjamin. Now, with we went from a recent song to a song that you wrote when you were younger. What about Got to Get My Shit Back Home?
Got to Get My Shit Back Home. The story behind that. They're just joke. I've been away so long, I don't know where I'm from.
Okay.
I've done so many things, but all those things been done. Got to get my shit back home. Don't know, these things write themselves somehow. I just tried to, again, it's sort of like musically it winds up with a punchline. So each verse was just a joke that leads up to I've got to get back home and bring my shit as well.
Okay. And then the last
might be loosely to do with coming back to Winnipeg as well.
Okay. And the last song on this album is Be My Angel, which is a little bit more touching.
Yeah.
Was it written in particularly to a lady love or a partner in your life?
Not particularly lady love or partner, no. No, I'm good for it. Not it's a feeling, but yeah, maybe a feeling left over from when I was, younger and wandering through cities and towns, feeling sorry for myself and sad and lonely and forlorn. But I don't feel those feelings anymore because I have my betrothed, and at no moment do I feel even slightly alone.
So with this album, which, if I remember correctly, was released, if I've can read my note. It was released around the 15th of May, which is a good time because April showers bring flowers in May, and this is a veritable bouquet of your talent and your lyricism and your capacity to switch from blues to country. Am I now with this down? I'm assuming that not necessarily doing grand tours. Are you planning on going out and about to actually promote the album, do shows at possible festivals that are happening this time of year?
Well, I will sadly not perform these songs in a bluegrass or country style. No, for the live show, I stick to my one-man band.
Okay.
Harmonica and beatbox routine, because it just works so well. I don't want to be responsible for a bunch of musicians working, toiling, traveling, and ultimately making no money. So
okay.
Nor am I going to dip deep into my savings to pay everybody. It makes sense for my concerts just to be solo, selfish on my own. It's the one-man band.
Well, I wouldn't say selfish. I mean, it's a conscious business decision that many musicians have to take into account, especially if they're not capable of bankrolling the band entirely from their own pocket.
Yeah.
So I mean, Big Dave McLean, bluesman extraordinaire in Canada, most of his times it's always been solo. Same goes for, I'm trying to think of who else I know that plays solo. Matt Anderson, at some points he was playing with the Mellow-Tones in Halifax, but he does mostly solo when he's being invited to a show. And there's tons more. Steve Mariner is one from the well, I just lost the name of the band. Monkey Junk. When he was with Monkey Junk, he decided to go and do his solo projects, and he's garnered accolades and rewards from the Maple Blues because of being recognized. Now, apart from all of this, so we've just put down that you're going to do your solo shows, and more than likely you're either going to tickle the populace with some of the music from Four Sod Kickers, but more than likely you're going to go straight into the blues.
Yeah, I'm not playing the bluegrass songs live at all.
Okay.
My live shows are just I don't think, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love playing that. I love playing that show, and that's what I'll do for live.
Well, that's good, because Son of Dave is you singing, using loops, using your harmonica, and I think it's an array of pedals that you actually use for your one.
Yeah, I do beatbox and cheatbox. So yeah, I'm looping it up, but you know. So beatbox and harmonica, and then end up looping bits up, and so I can sing over top.
So with all this happening, and you being able to now again mobile and capable of doing your shows, do you even have time to follow a hobby to pass your time sometimes?
Well, I'd love to talk about my hobby. I could make anything up now. Let's see. There's hang gliding. It's great to be back into the hang gliding, and my skull collection is I'm working on that. I dug up a couple the other day. No, I don't honestly have. The only hobbies I have are, as I say, the
Record
the
collection.
7-inch records.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for them, and so buying 1,000 at a time and then sifting through them, junk, maybe junk, and then distilling it down to a few. This gives me pleasure.
Okay.
It also makes me kind of feel ill if I do too many hours of it, but yeah, it's hobby / obsession.
Okay.
And so I DJ them as well, and that keeps me busy around town. I don't tend to travel to DJ. I'm not well known as that, but
Yeah, okay.
DJing 7 inches around town is like a hobby for me. Yeah.
Okay. So that means that obsession, passion, and probably the owner of good equipment to play them.
Oh, a hi-fi snob. Again, I don't iron my underwear, and I'm not a crazy hi-fi snob.
Okay.
No.
But you do have equipment to play it.
You've got to have several turntables. I mean, I think I have 4 or 5 in
Okay.
different rooms of the house, little portable ones and things. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get the vinyl myself, but sadly I own no turntable. Not yet, anyways. So, Benjamin, um, I just lost the train of thought. The fact that you do this and you take aspiration and inspiration from everything around you, including the music that exists that you collect, the feelings that you've got in any friendship or relationship. There's no snobbery. You're just plain down to earth, son of Dave, which eludes the mystery for everyone. But we have fun listening to your music. Quite well. No, it's true. I mean, you did Christmas music, blues style, that I was completely mystified by.
You're the one that likes it and gets it. You're the guy.
But it's,
I must say it's not very popular. The Christmas Son of Dave music is a very niche.
it is, but it's the type of niche that stayed true to the Son of Dave. There was no trickery, there was no fakery, it wasn't smoke and mirrors. It was actually you put your soul into making it something that would be memorable, and it still is to this day. So
that's nice. I'm glad that it means something to you. I love a Christmas song. I love making my Christmas singles almost every year. Missed 1 or 2, but I try to keep.
Yeah, but the Son of Dave one is very unique. You didn't go on the boilerplate and take classic songs and readapt them. You built brand new ones, which, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you doing so.
Thanks. You're a sucker for Christmas, so am I. And or the season. It's a non-religious event for me.
Yeah.
And I hope to underline that in some of the lyrics of the songs as well. But I think I'm up to number 7 or 8 of them so far. So the Christmas album has got to come soon. The thing is, to release a Christmas single, you have to be. It has to be all in the can and into the machinery of digital releases. It really has to be in there by August.
Oh, really? Oh.
Ideally, for all the powers that be, for even earlier, for to make sure it's getting all its proper exposure and press and things.
And if you're doing,
and who feels like making a Christmas single in August, or July? So
not many people
up doing it all pretty last minute.
Not many people, but then again, if you decide to do a Christmas blues album, it's going to be vetted and put into the possible eligible status for those that get voted upon in the blues community. So,
I don't think there's an award for Christmas blues album.
not yet, but the Son of Dave can probably break that barrier.
Maybe. Okay, there you
So the last question I have is, um, it's a weird question. What's your favorite food dish? Now, by this, I mean, if I gave you a buffet full of different foods, dishes, okay, but you found the one that you would always go to, what would it be?
I have some worm snacks here. They're like
Larvettes. Oh my God.
larvettes.
Mexican spice larvettes.
Yeah, they're tasty, so they're a bit picante. Nice. So you've got your grubs there. So more insects. I'm hoping to get into eating more insects, but they're hard to find still these days. My favorite food dish. Is that it? Like, just generally speaking?
Generally speaking, something that you actually enjoy if it's presented or done by you on a repetitive basis.
So if I'm making my favorite dish to make and serve to other people, yeah. I think I make a good taco these days. Used to be a burrito.
Uh-huh.
Moved to tacos these days. Not bad at it, but I can't pretend to know much about it. I just know that when I do it, you just use, like, if you make guacamole,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be pureed. I don't want to go, I want it a little bit chunky.
Okay.
You know? And same with the salsa. You want it shouldn't turn into some red mush. You should see pieces of green pepper, tomato, and cilantro, you call it here, or coriander. You should see these bits in there. I like to be able to see the vegetables in a salsa. I think a lot of lime, lime in every angle of it has got to have lime, things like that.
Well, that's man.
And black bean, not kidney bean.
No, black beans go well with Mexican dishes. That much I know. That much I do for myself, but I don't do tacos. I usually do northwestern New Brunswick fare, which is basically pâté chinois or shepherd's pie. But I do it the way that I've been doing it since I've been living in Moncton, New Brunswick, which is basically beef. Depending on how thick I want it, it's usually 2 pounds of chuck that I brown, and then I pour it and put it in the pan, keep the grease, and then I make pureed mashed potatoes. I don't like lumps in my mashed potatoes for some odd reason, so I use my electric blender to actually make it more smooth. And then typically some people will put corn, but it's creamed corn. I just put the peaches and cream corn niblets on the whole thing, and then with that I put it in the oven, bake it for 30 minutes at almost 400, just to brown and crisp the outside. And while that's being done, I do beef gravy to actually flavor out the dish. And then that's usually what I do once in a while, and it lasts for 3 days. I mean, you have enough meals to feed 2 people for 3 days. But
that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but that's typical fare for me. That or my grandmother's beef stew, which is in French it's patato nord, and the loose English translation would be foxy potato stew.
Nice.
So it's basically just stew cubes. You can do it with any beef or pork, but my grandmother used to do it with stew cubes because they were cheap at the time. And then you'd add potatoes, you'd add carrots, you'd add turnip or rutabaga, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
onion, and then you cook it over a slow fire to actually try to get as much flavor out of it. And I think that at the time she did it half thick, but I do it a little bit more thicker. So I usually flour my beef, and then depending on the type of potato, I may cook it a little bit longer just to break down the potato pieces. So I get potato starch and the flour thickening up the whole thing. And then I make
Well,
my.
I admire people like you who take a healthy interest in making food for others and are good at it. Because I have my few tricks that I can do, but I'm by no means at home in the kitchen. Thankfully, I have someone who's much better at that. Although I can do it, I can crank out meals, but I'm not a natural in the kitchen. I get much more nervous in the kitchen than I do in the recording studio, for instance. I find it incredibly stressful. And when there are errors or when I inevitably make mistakes in the kitchen, everyone else has to suffer, and I don't at supper.
Because I
don't like the responsibility.
I can do a few things, but the things that I actually have less issues with is my chili that I can do. It's very thick. You can put a spoon in the middle of it and it won't wobble. It won't go down because I hate soupy chilies. Then there's the shepherd pie. Then there's the stew, and there's also a version of a flatbread that we have from Madawaska County that's called ploy, Ploye, and what it is in English, it's buckwheat pancake, but it's not a pancake. It's very thin or very thick, depending on where you're at and where you live, because it's followed by some New Brunswickers, especially from
crepes.
Yeah,
Crepe.
yeah, but it's made to be eaten with anything. I mean, it's a bread replacement. It's kind of cheap to make, but you can use it for ice cream desserts. You can use it for meals. You can use it as a morning breakfast thing where you can. I don't know if you've ever heard of croton. It's basically pork pate, I think is what it would be close to.
Oh, I don't know it.
Or anyways, you spread it on and you eat it just as is. So yeah. But that's me. But I'm glad that you do tacos. I'm glad that you do your music, and I'm glad that you are who
Look,
you
I
are.
can also give you a recipe for a morning smoothie. It's been passed down for generations. My morning smoothie. You start with a Guinness.
Yeah.
Then you put in some Marmite, kippers or sardines.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of cigar in there for the aroma. And what else goes in there? Some and a chili pepper or two.
Oh my God! It sounds like the hair of the dog. Oof! I have to try it. But that said, I mean, I'm glad that we had a chance to actually meet via the internet. But I'm quite happy that you said yes to this interview, because it means a lot to the viewers that know you, and also the listeners that know you, and myself, who I grew up with from the days of Crash Test Dummies all the way up to this particular country album.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thanks, man.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
You gave your soul. You also shared pieces of you, and your health has decided that you needed to rest. Hopefully, you're going to be able to do everything that you want for the next few 30 some odd years plus, if not more longer than that.
Yeah. With the money I save by not hiring a band, I can afford to get bionic implants,
Hearing
which
aids.
should extend my touring years by decades.
Oh, there we go, folks. This was Son of Dave.
Keep a strut on.
Yep. So I hope that you have a wonderful evening. I'm 3 hours ahead of you, if not 2. I'm in New Brunswick, so 2 hours. So you've got a good evening, and I've got the end of my evening starting in a few minutes.
Great.
So
Yeah,
hopefully,
and I have to get over and play a show sometime soon. So if anyone's listening that's promoting over there, look me up and we'll book something.
okay, no problem. Thank you very much for this, and have a nice evening.
Thanks, Yannick.
Bye.